Today, let's go over Star Wars Episode 9 when it comes to the final film of the Skywalker saga for the character of Rey. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 is currently filming over in the UK, and after that they plan on filming over in Italy, Guilin, China, and yes, even Jordan. And honestly, the Jordan location is quite interesting because that was the original location that they were going to use for the backdrop of Jakku. But moving on from that, these past couple of weeks or so, we have been learning a whole lot more about this movie when it comes to some of the set designs and the set leaks and the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. Now, I wanted to discuss the topic of Rey as a dark side user in Episode 9. Now, this actually may sound outlandish to a lot of people out there, but a lot of people are actually expecting to see this element actually be kind of tested in Star Wars The Last Jedi, where we would essentially see Rey tap into the power of the dark side of the Force, just like how Luke did in Return of the Jedi. Now, though we did see this at the very end of The Force Awakens when she was going up against Kylo Ren on Starkiller Base. In fact, if you guys read the novel, she heard a voice in her head that said, "Kill him." Now, we never got full confirmation on whether or not that voice in her head was Snoke. It was just widely assumed. I don't believe it says Snoke was talking to Rey in the actual novel, but most likely it was. But going into Episode 9, the concept of Rey being a dark side user, alright? Rey turning to the dark side of the Force while Kylo Ren turns to the light. A real switching around things here, alright? Switching these two characters on the opposite sides of what they already currently are, I think would be an amazing element in a Star Wars film, an unexpected one at that. It's kind of like imagining both Luke and Vader switching sides at the very end or middle point of Return of the Jedi. If they were to do something like that, at least temporarily, in Episode 9, I think it would really be interesting. And some people have been, thinking about the idea, sometimes to take on a monster, you have to become a monster. And I think that we could very well see a relentless Rey in Episode 9, where she has to do whatever she has to do in order to take out Kylo Ren. Now, maybe she's going to be on the hunt for him, maybe she's out to kill him, and maybe she goes too far at one point in time where she taps into the dark side of the Force. Now, to me, I think that when we saw all these different TV spots of The Last Jedi when she's using the crossguard lightsaber, classic moment by the way, at least before the film dropped, we were all wondering exactly as to what was going on there. Did Rey just turn to the dark side? Why does she have Kylo Ren's lightsaber, right? It kind of hooked us in, and it really made us all excited. So going into Episode 9, this is something that I think should be explored, at least temporarily. I don't think that Rey would be turned to the dark side permanently, but I think that we're going to see her, a dark side Rey, at least temporarily in Episode 9, tapping into that power in order to take on Kylo Ren. Now, would that be a little bit too much of Return of the Jedi? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. But I think that they could actually think of that idea, put it on paper, execute it on screen in a very unique way, where it's not copying Return of the Jedi, but doing it in a totally unique way that'll really satisfy a lot of fans around the world. To me, I think that Rey actually being connected to dark side users from the past would be an interesting route for sure. So let me know what you guys have to say about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.